For even I, the Lord, would speak unto ye my people. And I would say unto thee, awaken thyselves to my word and the working of my Spirit. For even it's now time for ye, the ministers, you servants, you sons and you daughters, it's time to draw nigh and seek my face on a daily basis. For even I, the Lord, warned thee, and I sent an awakening that you must now change thy teachings. You must now change the times of thy dedications. For when I poured out of my Spirit on the day of Pentecost, and I sent my servants forth, reading thy word, that daily they were in the temple. Daily they went from house to house breaking bread. Daily there was a working of my Spirit and a move. Yea, and such as should be saved daily. It's because my ministers were active daily. But ye have come unto the teaching of man, and ye have set aside 2 to 3 times a week, a few hours a day, that ye gather together, yea, to worship me, and you want my Spirit to come, and you want me to speak and move in the little window in time that you've allotted me. But I say unto thee this day, the Spirit of the Lord does negate thy teaching. The Spirit of the Lord does negate and put to flight this teaching. And I say unto thee, it's time to seek me daily. You ministers, you pastors, you evangelists, you should be seeking me daily. You should be coming before me of a morning and an afternoon and an evening and studying my word and seeking my face. Yea, daily. Go back and study thy word. Go back and study the temple. Yea, in the wilderness, the temple that Solomon built. Go back and study daily. Yea, there was sacrifice altar. Daily my priests were ministering. Daily I was having my ministers. Yea, do something in the temple daily. And we've gotten slack. We've gotten lukewarm. We've pushed it aside, and we have went to this few hours here and a few hours there. But I say unto thee, awaken thyself, for as thy, take all this time, yea, and ye allow thy flesh and thy carnal mind to be active, and it gains strength, and it gains power, and when you come into my presence, you have to war against the power, you have to war against the strength that you yourself have allowed the carnal mind together. So you must change thy direction. You must change thy teachings. You must change the way that you seek me, the way that you set your heart upon me, the way that you come before me, that I can minister unto thee. For you want me to minister to thee in a carnal mind. You want me to minister to thee when thy minds are scattered. Yea, when you have all the pressures of life, when you have all the responsibilities of your day upon you. Yea, and you come into my house with your mind scattered, with the carnal mind prevailing, with the word of my Spirit trying to break through. And it does not succeed, my children. Many times my spirit, moves, but the results, are not that I, God, would desire, because of the minds and the attitudes and the distractions that's in my people's minds. But hear ye this day, I say to ye again, I negate thy teaching, and I call ye to prayer every day. I call ye to prayer of a morning. I call ye to prayer of an afternoon. I call ye to prayer of an evening. And I say unto thee, be active daily. In the ministry of my word, be active daily. Yea, at the church in Antioch, in Acts 13, my ministers were active daily. Yea, you had prophets, you had teachers, you had holy apostles, you had Paul and Barnabas, you had great men, yea, that sought me, and something was moving in my church at Antioch on a daily basis. It's time to be up and about the Father's business. Yea, and I say unto thee, Pooler, I say unto thee, Savannah, I say unto thee, Twin City, hear my word. Twin City and Savannah, come together in prayer, come together. Ye ministers of Twin City, those of responsibility, you come together in a daily prayer. I don't care if it's morning, afternoon, evening, late at night. Come together and pray. Come together for leadership. Come together for my word to lead thee in the decisions you need to make. Savannah, hearken to this word. Hearken to this word. For I say unto thee that even, yea, as Nebuchadnezzar died and Belshazzar took over, yea, the enemy is now digging under the walls. The enemy is now digging away at the foundation of Savannah and Twin City. Yea, to destroy, to take down, to bring into captivity, to totally set aside the teaching that I have put there. Hearken to my voice. Pooler, hear my voice. You won't survive without Savannah. You will not survive without the Twin City Church. I got admonish thee. I got stir thee. I got awaken thee. It's time to change. It's time to change. You have put the furtherance of my kingdom into slow motion, saith the Lord, by only coming together 1 to 2 to 3 times a week. You put the working of my spirit in slow motion. You have slowed down the furtherance and the breaking forth of my kingdom. And no matter how my word speaks to thee and how my anointing moves, you still stay set in your ways. You still stay set. Yea, in the times that you set aside to seek me, because your flesh has you in bondage. Your flesh has thee taking care of all these things in the natural. For you tell yourself you must go here, you must go there, you must do this, you must do that. Yea, and I will make it to church tonight. But there's no preparation. There's no preparation of the word and the moving of my spirit. There's no preparation for my word and my spirit to flow through ye ministers. Wake thyselves. Wake thyselves. For this is a day of dire consequence. This is a day, not only spiritually, but naturally. For even the enemy has come against thy nation to take it down. The enemy is striving to destroy the nation that I have set up and ordained us in the gospel to the ends of the earth, because you will not do as I've instructed. You will not come aside and pray for thy leaders. Pray for the kings of the earth. You will not pray for thy ministers. You will not pray for thy pastors and thy evangelists. You will not cry out for the word of thy God to come to the holy apostles and prophets to give you leadership. The apostles of the leadership, the prophets of the eyes. You cannot go anywhere without leadership. You cannot see where to go without the eyes of the Spirit, saith God. Hear me, my children. Hearken to my voice. For even there are forces and powers right now striving to take this nation down, striving to destroy our freedoms. For I told you in 2007 that there was forces trying to bankrupt thy nation. And if they bankrupt thy nation, they will take the end of martial law, and the first freedom you will lose will be your freedom of religion, your freedom of speech, your freedom of worship. Awaken yourselves. Awaken yourselves. Yeah, even the Apostle Paul warned thee in the 6th chapter of Ephesians when he warned thee that thy wrestle not against flesh and blood, but thy wrestle against principalities and powers of the air. You wrestle against spiritual darkness. You wrestle against wickedness and spiritual darkness in high places, my children. This is not a natural fight. This is a spiritual warfare. And you've not armed yourself spiritually. You've not armed yourself. You're not training. You're not equipping, you're not learning, you're not studying war, you're not getting thyself strategies, you're not recognizing your enemy. Yeah, you go about ministry. You go about doing this and doing that. You go about busying thyself, but the time has come beside. The time that has come aside in prayer unto thy God is so limited. It's so menial and so meager. It must come before me with a fervent spirit. You must come before me and cry out to me to teach thee war. You must be as David was, and you must raise your hands and pray, Lord, teach my hands to war and my fingers to fight. You, God, you told us in your word that you equipped us. And the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Lord, teach us these weapons. Teach us to use these weapons, oh God. For the enemy has come in, and thy people are rocked to sleep. Hear me, ministers. Hear me, handmaids. Hear me, servants, evangelists. The people are rocked to sleep. The people are dull of hearing because you do not keep the word and the spirit and the form on a daily basis. Yeah, if you must gather 2 or 3 together in a home, to pray, 2 or 3 together in a home, to study the word, 2 or 3 together here and 2 or 3 together there. Be up and about thy Father's business. For the spirit of the world has taken over, the spirit of the beast. Yea, that's tearing down people's dedications and consecrations, that's destroying the home. It's not sitting back inactive, but it's fighting every day. While you are waiting for that time of what you call service and worship, while you're waiting for that time to come together a couple hours a night, and then you wonder why people won't come, why they drag in, why there's no interest, why there's no moving of my spirit. It's because the enemy has dulled their senses and placed a mist of darkness about them. You must fight, my children. You ministers of the Most High God, you must fight. It's time to fight. It's time to put thy hand to the plow and fight, my children. For the working of my spirit to bring my kingdom forth is very much alive and powerful and real. But I cannot bring my kingdom forth if you only allow me a few hours here and a few hours there. If you only allow me 3 or 4 or 5 hours a week, you only allow me a couple of times a week to speak my word and try to stir my people. And then they leave the service and they drop back into the responsibilities. They drop back into the carnality. They drop back into the cares of life. And then you wonder, you pray and you say, Lord, what's wrong with people? Why ain't people hearing? Why ain't they seeing? Why ain't they understanding? Because you're not keeping my word and my spirit before them on a regular basis. Awake, my ministers. Awake. If you have to go into your study by yourself and pray, pray. If you have to get on your knees in your home and pray by yourself, pray. Reach out to those that can come pray with you. Reach out to those that can come study my word with you. Reach out to those. Whether it be of a morning, an afternoon, an evening, late at night. You made yourself too comfortable. You want all your comforts of life. You want all your earthly desires. You want all your luxuries. You want all the things you spoiled your flesh with to be there, but yet you still want my kingdom and my spirit. It can't work, my children. It's out of balance. You've placed the kingdom out of balance. You've placed it in slow motion. And I have said in my word that when the enemy comes in like a flood, that the Spirit of the Lord will lift up a standard, but I can't lift up a standard when I'm not present. Get my word before thy eyes. Get the working of my spirit moving in thy souls. Rise and go to prayer. Do nothing till I go to prayer and study my word. Then again in the afternoon, study my word, go to prayer. Again in the evening, study my word, go to prayer. Oh, my children, hear me, hear me, hear me. The enemy's hastening towards you. The enemy's digging. The enemy's striving to destroy the foundation. Evil men, hearts of lust, desires of grandeur. Thoughts of religious rebellion are standing up all around you. You must now at this time fight. Hear me. Hear me. Halt not between two opinions. Hearken to my word, hearken to my voice. For I, the Lord, am speaking to thee this day. If you do not put this into action, and I mean speedily, you're going to lose my kingdom. This word will not stay in thy hearts when thou art slack. This word will not stay in the hearts of thy people when thou don't continually put it before them. Quit preaching good messages. Quit preaching something to excite the flesh and get down in the spirit and seek me. Seek me, seek me for my word. Seek me for the movement of my spirit. Seek me for the authority and power of this kingdom to be revealed. Now God shall lift up a standard. And our God shall drive the forces of Satan back. But you must hear me, my children. You must get this word, the working of my spirit, the moving of my word and power. You must get it back in balance. For there are over 100 hours in the natural that men are awake and moving and doing things. And yet you've allowed 6, 7, maybe 10, because you do not want to intrude on people's natural responsibilities. What is more important, my children? You having the lust of your flesh, you having the luxuries of life, you having the desires of your heart, or the kingdom of heaven breaking forth? Hear my word. Hear my word and hearken to my voice. Do not take this word lightly. For I say unto thee, thou knowest not how close thy nation is to a devastating war. Thou knowest not how close the enemies are to causing great upsetness and upheaval in thy government. You must fight. You must fight. And I speak unto thee one last time, and I say unto thee, prepare war. Prepare war, somebody. Wake up the mighty men. Where are the mighty men? Where are the men of faith? Where are the handmaids and servants that will fight? Where are those that will seek my face on a continual basis? Hear my voice, my children. Hear my word. Yea, this is a commandment unto thee at this time, to change thy teaching, to change thy practices, to change, yea, the way you dedicate yourself. Hearken to my word. Hear my voice. For even I, the Lord, have spoken. If ye shall put it into action, then I shall stand up and fight for thee. But if you go on in your ways, if you keep worshiping me the way you are, if you keep calling it worship, and you keep fighting forces and powers in your services because you're not prepared, and you don't see the enemy's winning, you don't see that things are out of balance, for you cannot serve two masters. You've allowed the spirit man to grow steadily weak and the natural and carnal man to grow steadily strong. The more time you give the carnal man, the stronger he gets. Hear my voice. Hear my voice. For yea, I've sent this word. Yea, I spoke this word into the heart of my servant this afternoon while in prayer. While he was meditating and reaching out to me, listening to a prophecy, yea, from just a few weeks back. I put this word in his spirit. Hear my voice. Hear my voice. Hear my voice. Hear my voice. Put your hand to the plow and fight for that I, God, have set in thy midst. And it shall be, if you shall hearken to my word, that I, the Lord, shall bring it to pass, and the power of this kingdom shall be revealed, and I will pour out of my spirit not many days hence, in a great power and a great measure, and a great enveloping, and a great enduing from power with power from on high. Hear ye, my children, for even I, the Lord, have spoken unto thee. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah.